I'm out here to test this FLIPSKY Efoil motor. I'm planning to build a Efoil with one of my mechanical engineer colleagues, and I asked the electronics guys. I decided that hey, I can take care of the electronics. So I searched around for one of the DIY kits for e-foiling, and I came across this FLIPSKY set. It comes with this 65-161 size motor. I took it at the 120 kV. It came also with this propeller. It is pitched 7 1/4 times 5 inches. I'm guessing A profile. I don't have it. I don't have any earlier experience about any kind of water going vehicles, so but I do have experience with airplanes, especially with remote controlled airplanes. So we have done some very short initial testing for this motor and the propeller. It also came with this probably very overkill motor controller. It's a FLIPSKY based. I have a little 6S testing battery for today. So it came with the motor, propeller, this ESC, and then it also came with this waterproof controller, which seems to be working just fine. So what I'm here to do is I have made this little handy dandy testing setup. I can just connect my phase wires to the side of my box here, and I'm gonna put the motor into water. I'm gonna attach the propeller, and then I have this digital scale which I can then test how much thrust is it producing, because it's trying to pull itself away. So I'm gonna probably hang this so that it points towards the bottom of the lake, and gonna hang it from this so that it will then, I can zero it so that it doesn't take into account the motor weight itself, and then I can test, like, okay, what RPM is the motor turning, how much power is it taking, how much thrust is it producing in a static setup. And this larger loop is meant to be that probably when this propeller starts to turn, it will want to twist the motor around, so I can leave these, put them onto a wider setup so it'll resist, but not so tight that it'll hang by them, but they are there to stop the twisting. But yeah, I'm gonna get this set up and let's start testing. Okay, I have my ESC powered in the box. I have my phase wires hooked up. Just doing small testing before I actually put the motor in water. And you can see that we have life in the motor. Now, the way that I have set up this controller is that the speed reading that is showing, it's in the E-skate mode. I know it's a little bit weird setup, but the speed that is showing on the screen is actually the motor speed in revolutions per second. So we can see that at no load our maximum speed is about 40 revolutions per second, which is about 2400 RPM. So we can get the speed of the motor from this speed reading here, because it's using it like 1-to-1. It's calculating the speed based on the motor RPM, and I have just set up all the gear ratios so that it's 1-to-1 in revolutions per second. Might be a little problem that I have detected. The motor is nicely in the water, but it's gonna push quite the amount of water up, and I'm just a little bit worried about the splashing because we are currently at like absolutely at the minimum power. So if I give it a little bit of beans, yeah, that's not good. I need to get it a little bit deeper, but the limiting factor at the moment for doing that is the length of my phase wires, and I still need to have a little bit of clearance at the bottom there so that the phase wires don't go into the propeller. So you know what the heck am I supposed to do now, mate? Otherwise the setup seems to be working as intended. You can quite clearly see that it really wants to jerk like hard when it starts spinning. But that's what these lines are for. They are just there to stop the motor from being able to spin around. But yeah, this is and another problem is that it's still a little bit cold. There's a couple of guys over there ice fishing. Some dude over there walking on the ice. So it's a little bit cold. So I personally don't really want to go in the water. I don't have a wetsuit or anything. So I don't think there's really a better spot. But I mean, I might not be able to go like full power, but I can at least get like a little bit of info. I'm probably gonna make yeah, I probably won't be doing like full power tests with this setup. I'm gonna make an extension for the phase leads so I can put the motor deeper into the water and still be able to clear the propeller so that the phase wires don't get tangled into it. So let me turn on my scale. Let me turn on my scale over here. And now our scale is turned on. Now this is gonna be a little bit awkward because I'm gonna have to lay down like so, and then I'm gonna try to keep my camera like so I can see both. Okay, let's zero that out. There we go. So it's basically at the moment it's just free spinning. It's taking 20 watts and it's about 1.2 kilos. Okay, I think the highest number that I saw there was like 7.5 kilos and like 250 watts. Let me turn this onto a lower power mode. Now we should have maybe a little bit more control. Okay, we are at 100 watts. 100 watts, 13.5 RPS, 3.9 kilos. Yeah, the problem is with the splashing, it's just you're gonna get wet here. Let's go to medium setting. RPS, 6.3 kilos. Let's see if we can go just a little bit higher than that. 18.3, 250, 7.5. Yeah, and then it's too much. Then it gets too much. Okay. But that was good. Good testing. There's some initial data, got some actual thrust numbers based on the RPM and the power that it's taking. So at least based on that we can calculate what the higher power and thrust should be based on the RPM. So I would say that it's a successful first test, and I am gonna make a extension for the face wires so I can get the motor a little bit further down away from the surface so we don't get so much splashing. But yeah, fun testing. My fingers are freezing. Thanks for watching.